co-founders of Bloguettes, and today I'll be teaching you my 5 best iPhone photography tips. So tip number 1, and people always forget to do this, but wipe off the lens of your phone. Always wipe off your lens whenever you take any photos, because you don't realize that when you're holding your phone, all your fingerprints and your smudges are on the lens. So you want to make sure that you wipe it off. And so what I do is I just wipe it off on my clothes. And then you'll see a huge difference between the before and after just by wiping off your lens. So natural light is always the best, and just because we see natural light, that doesn't mean stand directly in the sun. It means to go in the shade and take some photos. There's a huge difference of when you're shooting directly in the sun versus when you're shooting in the shade. Similar to the example here that I have with Winston. It's just way too harsh when you're standing in the sun, but in the shade it softens things, everything's lit evenly and perfectly, so always shoot in the shade. The exposure box on your camera is always a helpful tool to help adjust the exposure. There are often times where the camera overexposes, so I typically keep the light to be natural and neutral, or sometimes maybe even darker, so I can see every little detail in the photo. So whether you're shooting a person or a subject, it's so important that you're never shooting at an angle. I know it can look cool sometimes, but when it comes to Instagram and iPhone photography, I really recommend just shooting straight on. Be leveled with the subject and make sure everything is aligned and symmetrical. This is all something you can fix in editing later on, but it's better to capture the photo as close to perfect as possible. So my next tip is to say no to live photos. I know live photos can be fun and exciting, but when it comes to Instagram and iPhone photography, I would just say no to it, because basically it's really hard for you to get your favorite still of that shot of the live photo, so I always just take a normal photo. So tip number 5, frame the shot before you ask someone to take it. I'm very particular about my photos, especially the composition. So whenever I ask someone to take a photo of me or my friends, I always make sure to frame the shot and show them before I hand them my phone. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in, and if you guys want to continue your education when it comes to Instagram or iPhone photography, make sure to check out our online classes because we have some really cool ones. But thank you again, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks guys!